All right, so we have officially started the Ultramarathon Runner versus Speed Challenge. So just a quick breakdown of what we're doing. Instead of running another ultramarathon, we are going all the way back down to the 1 mile. And before I can move up to any other race length, I have to be able to complete these goals. So the first goal is a sub 5-minute mile. And I'm an absolute cart horse. I was never fully on a team. I think I did track and field for 1 year in middle school. And even in elementary, I remember not completing the mile. So I am not a runner and I've never been a runner. The only thing that I can really do is grit my teeth, close my eyes, and run as hard as I can for as long as I possibly can. But I actually wanted to learn how to run, so I'm going back down to the mile and working on those leg turnovers, working on those really fundamental things, building up my threshold pace, building up all those different range zones in my running to fully understand the whole concept of running altogether. Now I just want to do a weekly breakdown of my training, and we're going to start with week 1. This is a week in the future, so I've collected a bunch of clips and hopefully I can give you a good picture of how I'm actually doing my training. And as I start this, especially with the new stimulus of threshold and sub-threshold training, I'm building my plan kind of off the Norwegian method. So I'm doing a lot of sub-threshold pace. And how I like to do it is I like to do it on the treadmill first, let my body understand what that feels like and what it's going to be like in a completely controlled environment, and then start slowly transitioning more and more speed workouts outside. This first week is going to be a lot of freaking treadmill, but also we got hit by a heat wave, and then also we got hit by a bunch of storms following the heat wave. So basically 90% of these runs were on the treadmill, which is probably for the best, just so my body can start understanding all the speed workouts that we're going to be doing for the week. I'm going to go pretty quick through Monday just because I put some of it in my last video. So if you want to see more of the double threshold on Monday and another explanation of this whole board process, hit up that last video, but let's jump right into it. Let's go. All right, it is Monday and I'm just doing a little working lunch, eating some pad thai, and hopefully this will sit in my stomach well enough that I can go and get a good workout in on the treadmill. It's super hot out today. It was like 70s, but then just today it just popped up to freaking 90 degrees, and I'm not ready to suffer in the heat yet. I'm gonna shove this food in my face and then I will go right over to the treadmill and start this workout. All right, so we are on the treadmill for our first double threshold run of the day. Getting in the warm up, smashed down all that food, had an energy drink, and we're good to go. Jesus. All right, so there we go. Five reps, 6 minutes at sub-threshold pace. Kind of dying a little bit. Might have pushed it a little bit too hard, but I think I should be good because it's on the treadmill. All right, it is time for workout number 2. We are gonna do 10 to 12 400 meter repeats, and we're probably going to go down to like 5:30, maybe 5:15 if I'm feeling froggy, a little bit tired, yeah, still a little bit fatigued from the first one, but we're going to be pushing it not too hard. Of course, we're going to keep it controlled, keep it maintained. So let's get into it. Let's get going. Come on. Last set. So this is set 15. I'll go 3 seconds faster. Oh my God, he's so fast. All right. Yeah. Pause this bad boy. All right. So there we have it. 15 reps of 400 meters at sub threshold pace. So successful day of training. Now what I'll have to do is do about 2 miles of cool down, and then it's already like 9:30. I gotta wake up at 7-ish and get the girls ready for school. But yeah, I'm a sweaty mess. That's basically it. That's how I do double threshold throughout the day while I have to work, while I have a family, while I have the girls. Now we're started on the first run of the day, just kind of chilling out, taking note of anything that's going on in my body on these easy days to make sure that I put a note into my head for the next workout. All right, so we are on our last mile. Everything's feeling good. Got 7 miles total after this one, and just been hydrated the entire time. So kept it nice and chill. Probably actually a little bit too chill. I probably could have sped up a little bit. So I might increase the pace for the second run for the day after I put the girls down for bed, rehydrate, and then we got some more workouts tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be so hot. It's freaking 93 degrees out right now. So hopefully it won't be too hot, because I wanted to get at least one speed workout outside this week to let my body know what the fuck is gonna be going on. So tonight, just because it's just gonna be more of this or a really slow run outside, listening to a podcast or watching some anime. So yeah, that's it for today. It is Tuesday night and I just ate a disgusting freaking burger. It was a little bit much, and had a little bit of milkshake, and I feel like there's a brick in my stomach. My sensitive ass little baby stomach can't handle burgers like it used to, and especially when you throw a milkshake on top of that, man, feels like there's a brick. I have a food baby in my stomach. You know, you run so you can enjoy the finer, trashier parts of life. So yeah, just gonna get about 3 more miles in, do a little stretch, and try to go to sleep. Hopefully I can get a little bit more sleep than I did yesterday, but it's already like 10 o'clock right now. But I know if I was to lay down, I would just lay in bed as this brick in my stomach slowly starts digesting, like I'm an anaconda that just ate a deer, just under a fucking mangrove, just dying, almost dying as it digests into my system. So yeah, I mean, that's basically it for today. It is Wednesday, and it is the second double T treadmill day, because it is 94 fucking degrees out. So I said, fuck that. Even in my basement, it's still like 75 degrees, so it's still pretty hot down here. But we're gonna take it a little bit easier today. Still feeling a little bit rusty, or not rusty, but like still feeling a little bit of fatigue in my legs from Monday's double T. So gonna take the first couple of reps a little bit slower. Today's workout is 2 miles warm up with 10 times half-mile repeats and 1 minute of rest. So I'll probably try to get around that 167 heart rate again on these. I'm gonna start at like a treadmill pace of around 550, 540, and see how my heart rate responds. I didn't get much sleep last night again because I ran too late. And then I had a milkshake yesterday, like I was saying, lactose intolerant because I'm Asian as fuck, of course. So my stomach is a little acidic-y, joints are a little gouty, but we're gonna get through this workout. I'm feeling pretty good nonetheless. Coming up on our first rep, I'll film like the first rep, go through the workout, and then I'll film maybe like the last 2 reps and see if there's any nuggets in there. What I'm really focusing right now is, since these are longer reps, just like maintaining my breathing, maintaining my cadence, and maintaining my form. So that's like going to be the biggest things that I'm really worried about during these. So let's stick into it and let's see what we can do. All right, first rep. Alright, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Got 1 minute of rest. Heart rate got up to like 157, which is perfect. In a couple more reps, my heart rate will be right where I want it. And then if it's like maintaining around that 160, I'll increase the pace just a little bit. And if it is going way too high, if it ever goes above 170 and I'm not on like the last 2 reps, then I'll push it down a little bit. So we're gearing up for our last set. I'm really glad that I didn't go run outside because it is thunderstorming right now. So it went from 93 to 94 to freaking thunderstorming. So super glad that I did this workout out on the treadmill. I'm freaking dying, sweating all over the freaking place. My eyes are burning. Woo! For getting in good work. Woo, baby! So 7.57 miles in. About to start in 0.02 for the last rep. Got a little sloppy on that last one, but maintaining the heart rate around 168 at the peak of the interval, which is exactly what I was looking for. So I'll push it a little bit faster. I push it down to 536. This one will be 533. Alright, holy shit. We'll pause that for now. So, ended at like 170, 169, which is uno perfecto. Yeah, that was a really good workout. Didn't feel like I was dying. Didn't have any stomach issues or anything like that. Sometimes I'll have to run upstairs and evacuate the bowels, especially on these hotter freaking interval sessions. But got it done. Oh, my eyes are burning. Got it done. Ah! I'm dying. All right, got it done. I got 2 miles cool down. I'll do that at a really easy heart rate, probably like 145-ish. And then we'll call it a session. So I still have another double teeth session, and because I'm sweating so much, I'm definitely gonna have to drink a lot of water, get some electrolytes in, get some carbs in, so I'm ready for the next session. Definitely do my knee dips and stretch out a little bit so I don't start like locking up for the day. I have to pick up the babies pretty soon at the bus stop and get some work done. I have a couple more assets that I have to put together for some clients, and then come home. Other girls will come home, my wife will come home, eat some dinner, chill out, hang out, you know, party hardy, put the girls to bed, and then we're back on the treadmill. It's freaking thunderstorming out. I mean, if it stops, I'll go outside. That'd be actually sick. Instead of doing a double T threshold where I'm pretty sure I was gonna do 1Ks. I'll do uphill like half miles or uphill quarter miles, because I do have a pretty good hill that I can do some uphill work on. But other than that, yeah, good workout, dripping all over the place, and felt good. So just gonna cool down and call it a day, or call it a session. All right. All right. All right. Look at this. Look at this. I had my camera set up and my headlamp. I was all ready to go run outside. It was raining all day. Well, it was super hot earlier, and then it started thunderstorming. And I was like, sweet. It's gonna cool off at night, and the pollen's all gonna get washed away because of the thunderstorms. So I get all ready. I put on all my bullshit, all my crap. I put on all my crap, and I step outside, and it instantly starts raining. I was like, oh man, whatever. I like running in the rain. Running in the rain is great. And then I get an alert on my phone. Rolling thunderstorms are coming your way in 10 minutes. So they came back with a vengeance. The nature told me to go fuck myself. So it's back on the treadmill for me. The workout tonight is going to be, again, a 2-mile warm-up, and then we're going to do 6 times 5 minutes on, and then 1 minute off. So these reps for the 5 minutes are going to be a little bit harder. So I'm just gonna stop yapping. I'm kind of dreading it. It's already 9:20. So another late night run, but hey, we're gonna get it done. And I'm gonna watch some more One Piece. Hell yeah, let's go. All right, come on. Oh, also, I was watching the Witch Hat anime. That one is absolutely great. It's like Harry Potter, and it's beautifully drawn. Full Metal Alchemist, JJK. I watch a bunch of like girly animes too. Tomo-chan is a guy. Do you know Tomo-chan is a guy? My dress up darling, bra. Oh, I also watched an anime about a dragon trying to find a house with an elf. I watched that entire anime. That was a ridiculous anime, but I watched it. So, you know, if you do want to get into anime and if you do want to watch a lot of shit, get a treadmill, because you can watch a lot of anime on the treadmill. I basically watch 6 to 8 episodes of freaking anime every single day on the treadmill. So, you know, just one of those weeby ass hobbies. Hey, all right, so gonna get on some anime, gonna get on some speed work, and then I will see you for tomorrow's workout. It is Thursday, and I got terrible sleep last night. I don't know. It's just like that's been a common theme this week. My sleep has been getting worse and worse throughout the week. So I got like 4 hours of sleep. I'm already at like 49 miles for the week. So in 4 days, got 49 miles. That's pretty good. You stacked up a few of these days with quite a lot of mileage. I've noticed that when I do the double T sessions with the warm-ups and the cool down, I usually will end up getting like 8 to 10 miles. So I get 18 miles for the day on double T sessions, and then when I'm doing my recovery runs, if I do 2 of them, I'll end up getting around like 13 to 15 miles also. So really stacking up the volume even when I'm not trying to. So just taking it super chill today. 1 run, probably just run for an hour and see how many miles I get out of that. If I want to extend it a little bit, just to, if I get into one of the animes I'm watching, or just like wanting to spend a little bit more time moving my body a little bit, because I've been pretty sedentary since I'm so tired, then I'll do that. But it's just going to be a chill day, so I'm not going to record anything. It is a motherfucking treadmill week! The weather said, go fuck yourself. So I'm back on the treadmill again, rocking the Super Blast 3s for the first time. Feeling kind of weird, so gotta get used to them. But today I'm gonna be doing my last speed session for the week. Today it's gonna be 2 miles warm up, 12 times 400 meters with 1 minute jog at a much higher intensity. So trying to push into, I think like zone 4, zone 5-ish, or probably zone 4. So above 170 and kind of going low, like 90% probably. So I'm gonna push it a little bit harder. It's not typical, I guess, for this 5th workout, but I've seen a couple plans. I've seen a couple people talking about it, about one threshold run on Fridays right before your long run. So I'm gonna give it a shot and see if my body can handle it. My legs feel pretty good today. We are on set number 11. I thought I recorded the last set, but I forgot to hit record. So once again, I tested my blood lactate levels at the 6th rep, and it was at 2.7, which is typically around the range where I want to be during the weekday intervals. So I wanted to push it up a little bit higher to like 4 or 5 for this one. I'm not going to change anything because I want to make sure my body's good with the 5 workouts this week. My wife got me a blood lactate monitor for my birthday. Thank you very much. But I definitely don't think, or I don't think you really need it. I don't think I really need it, but I really like technology and like really digging into stuff. So if you have the excess funds, it's always fun to play with like different ways of monitoring stuff. But I have one more set left, and if I'm feeling froggy, maybe I'll do one additional set. But we're gonna stick right into it, just running at a 5-minute mile pace for this 400 meter. And yeah, still feeling pretty good. So got a couple more seconds on this recovery, and then I'll get going. One thing that I can do, since this treadmill tops out at 5-minute miles, I can put up the incline a little bit in the future if I need to go a little bit faster. So we'll see. All right, last set. Alright, so let's put that on pause. Felt pretty good. Slipped a little bit. I was kind of reaching. And when I reach, I'll hit the top of the treadmill and it makes me skip a little. So let's check the blood lactate and see where we're at. Ah! You stabbed me. Oh, okay. All right. I need to calm the fuck down. I'm at 9.5. So apparently my blood lactate jumped up quite a bit from 2.7 when I was on the 6th rep. And then it just went up to 9.5. So yeah, that's kind of exactly what I wanted, to slightly overreach on the last couple reps, but like not be crazy during the whole thing. So tomorrow is just an easy long run. I haven't done an easy long run in a very long time, so I'll have to really control myself. I've been doing workouts within my long runs and kind of pushing it more into like steady long runs. So I'll have to maintain myself and keep my composure when I'm running my long run tomorrow. Hopefully I can do that tomorrow if it's not freaking storming again all week. This has just been a complete treadmill week, so we'll see what we can do tomorrow. But hey, I might be watching 2 to 3 hours of anime tomorrow on the treadmill, which is fun, but it does get a little tiring after like an hour and a half. So, good workout. All right, so it is Saturday and it is the last run of the week. Just a simple, easy, long run. So not gonna be doing anything crazy out there. I'm not even gonna do a workout unless I'm feeling super froggy. I might do some strides at the end, but you know, not really pushing it too hard. It finally freaking stopped raining, which is freaking awesome. I mean, I've been waiting all week for it to stop raining, and it didn't stop raining. Yeah, actually it's been raining all morning, and there's like a lapse or a gap in the rain. It's sprinkling a little bit, but it's going to be a wet, slippery run out there, which is fine. I'm kind of overdressed, so I'm wearing like a sun hoodie, a long sleeve sun hoodie. I got some pants on, or some tights on, and then I got the Super Blast 3s, so gonna be testing them outside. Gabbed up enough. I'll try to take my camera, get as many shots as I can. If there's anything really cool that I see, I'll film it too. Miles, 10.5. Oh my god, 10.5 miles in. 1 hour, 23 minutes, so just still taking it pretty easy. You know, trying to keep that heart rate around 145. Everything's feeling good. Changed my shoes out of that Super Blast. Out of the Super Blast 3s back into the Evo SLs. Man, they're just way too cushiony. It felt like I was running on pillows outside. It was insane. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more testing, but they feel really good when you're running fast. But on like slow long runs like this, my feet were not liking it. So changed back in to the Evo SLs and just working our way down. So gonna pick it up a little bit, probably get the heart rate up to like 151, 152-ish, and just end the long run around 60 miles. So yeah, but right when I walked out the freaking door, it started raining. So it's intermittently raining on and off. Not bad, drizzles, a little hard raindrops every now and again, but a nice wet run to end the week. All right, long run is complete. I am all soaking wet. So yeah, it was raining on and off, and but stayed controlled. My average heart rate was like 145, 147. So that was exactly where I wanted it to be. I pushed a little bit harder on the last like 5 miles, but nothing too crazy. Not even, I wouldn't even consider it a concerted effort. But I got in, on the last mile, I got in 6 strides. So I was doing probably around like 200-meter strides, but might be a little bit too long, but was staying controlled on them. I was whipping my arm a little bit too hard, and it feels like I got tennis elbow now, which is freaking pathetic. Maybe it's the old man in me, but ended up getting around 150 grams of carbs, including the one I took right before I ran. So I had 2 of the carbs fuels out on the run, like 2 of these guys. So they're 50 grams of carbs each, 150 total, with 100 grams of caffeine to start off with. And then I had just like a liter of water on that run. Once again, it was 50 degrees, it was raining, so I probably could have pushed the water a little bit more, but I'm not like training my gut or like doing any really concerted efforts, so I feel like I was pretty well satiated, if that's the right word. I felt like I was really well fueled during that entire run. I didn't feel like a bonk or anything going on. Legs were a little bit tight. I could definitely feel the fatigue of the week, and I could feel it in my glutes a lot and my calves. So I have some imbalances in my legs where I was doing a lot of CrossFit in the military. So my quads are dominant and my hamstrings are dominant and my and my glutes are like pathetic. So I'm trying to balance those out. So when I'm doing these speed workouts, I can definitely feel it in my glutes, and that just seems like it's like I can definitely tell that that's the imbalance. And when I'm lifting too, I can definitely feel the imbalance in my glutes. So after I get some food in with the family, I'm gonna do some glute workout. Sorry, they're going crazy up there. I'm gonna do some glute workouts just to top off the week, do my knee dips, and then do a lot of rehab kind of stuff for my knees and for my legs to make sure that everything's stretched out after a little bit longer of an effort. It only took like 2 hours, 6 minutes to get 16 hours, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, so that was the training for the day, and now it is time for some recovery. So tomorrow will probably be a full day off. If not, I might do like a little canyon shuffle on the treadmill for like 4 miles, just like a little rejuvenation run. But if anything, it's only going to be purely recovery. So just going to shove a bunch of food in my face, try to keep it as clean as possible. Might go get some beers. Oh man, I want some beers. Beers are dangerous though. They're so delicious. I might get some beers and chill out, do some stretching, do some walking, have some fun. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I'll be 36, old man. And yeah, probably eat a bunch of random shit with the family. Let the girls have some fun on my birthday too, you know. Have some tres leches with ice cream. Oh man, that duo just hits like a brick. So yeah, that was today. All right, bye. See you. Bye. All right, see you. Bye. Okay, shit. Oh, strides done.